Can just more minute.
No Weasley. What's good, y'all? It's your boy King Barco here with Dominican Poppy.
What's
What's
good?
going on, y'all? What's going on? Big week.
Big
A
week,
lot of
man.
stuff happened, especially in the
Happened.
world of sports.
Woo!
Welcome to Raw.
Let's get it. My
Yes,
favorite
sir.
topic.
Yes,
All right.
sir. Let's get into sports. Raw ball.
Hey, I think we need to discuss, man. You know what I'm saying? The Texas punched our ticket, man. We punched our ticket to the goddamn playoffs, man. Hey,
Hey, shit.
to all
Congrats.
you Jaguars fans, damn,
Oof.
damn, man, that shit sucks, man. It's almost
Y'all-
like we tried
Yeah.
to tell you about Trevor Lawrence. He's not that dude. He's not that dude, man.
Hey, honestly, look, Trevor Lawrence is actually a halfway decent dude. But
He's
however, as
halfway
far as
decent.
longevity and endurance, he doesn't
Yeah,
have it. He has
he
a
don't
lot
have.
of athleticism. Yeah, when it comes to endurance and going into playoffs, he's already beat up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Hey, you gotta push that extra length. And so far, the past like 3-4 years since he's been in the NFL, I haven't seen that out of him. And his body breaks down come playoff time. You know what I mean? And his body breaks down. But we'll get into all that before we even get started. I want to say happy retirement to Nick Saban, retiring from Alabama. Congratulations, big dog. On a good, amazing career. Probably
yeah.
one of
I
the
think
greatest
I saw
college.
some stat. He had 49 players get drafted in the first round, and he had like 29 losses.
Oof.
That right there, that's goat. I don't care what you call it. That is like goat level status. Like
Yeah.
I don't care Kirby Smart, whoever the hell Georgia freaking coach is. It don't matter. Nick Saban is the goat. Is the
Yeah, in
goat.
college football. Yep. College football, greatest coaches of all time. Definitely up there. This man created probably one of the strongest and probably the greatest recruiting program that is today. Like I said, it ain't what it used to be, but it's still overall, as far as longevity and everything that they've been through in the past 30 plus years, he created a pretty solid program. And
Yep.
so, yeah, like you can't, I can't knock it. And, and yeah, as far as his career, he made sure to he made sure to turn that team into the greatest team in that region, whether it was NFL or college. When he came from the NFL to college, and yeah, he turned that into the greatest college team probably ever produced, or college football team ever produced, consistently at least. So
Yeah.
congratulations to Nick Saban on a great career. Happy retirement, big dog,
I'm sad to see him
and
go, but
sad to
hey,
see him go.
next man up. And I'm thinking he passed the torch to I'm thinking he passed the torch to what's Stark. I think he
Yeah,
passed the torch to Stark, man. It's time to put Texas as the top teams and top team in college football for history, man. I think it's time to put Texas back on the map.
yeah. It's been a minute. It's been a hot minute. I mean,
Yeah, since the
I
Vince
mean,
Young days, the Colt McCoy days.
the
Uh,
Vince Young days.
yeah, Colt McCoy. Colt McCoy was like the last quarterback to like win the
Yeah,
championship for UT. So I think we coming
mm,
all the way around. We coming back, and
yeah.
we're
That was always a heartbreaker.
all the recruits about to start flocking to Texas, man.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean that loss to Washington was a eye opener, and I know
Yeah,
a lot of people that play for Texas, a lot of the recruiting program is going to be a lot more ruthless, especially when it comes to recruiting people now. And
yeah.
so I know they're going to be bringing some top prospects. But yeah, moving on to his previous co-worker, co-staff coach,
His boss.
Bill Belichick. And yeah, because I think they were coaches on the Browns, if I'm not mistaken, when they're in the NFL together. So
Yeah,
his
they
old
went to the
coworker.
Browns and didn't do shit.
Oh yeah, no. But what's the name? But yeah, shout out to what's called Bill Belichick too for moving on from the what's called New England Patriots. As far as
Yeah,
Bill Belichick, like I said, I already made a TikTok about this, so I won't get too crazy. By the way, go check it out. Well, I was going in. Like I said, I took a nice little shit on Bill Belichick.
yeah.
Nice little shit. It wasn't nothing too crazy, nothing too big. I wiped afterwards. I said, have a good day. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. But as far as Bill Belichick, actually, I wish him well. I got all that rant out of my system, so I actually wish him well onto whatever team he goes to, and you know, Brady said his piece too. He wishes him well as well. He says without Bill Belichick, he wouldn't have been the quarterback that he was, and so yeah. As far as a motivator, I do agree with him, but
Which I do believe partially. I
yeah,
do believe like without Bill Belichick, Tom Brady wouldn't have been the like he wouldn't have been like the hard ass that he was because Tom Brady was like he was a people's person, but he was also like an asshole at the same time, which is a good mix. Being a people person and an asshole. Bill Belichick was not a people person.
no,
I mean,
it was a straight
you,
ass,
he was just a straight asshole.
it was
You know what I'm
straight
saying?
ass.
He treated like his players uh like they were cargo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, hey, I cut your ass. You don't do what the fuck I say, I'm gonna cut you. And I mean,
yeah,
he was very cutthroat. But
yeah.
Tom Brady, man, a lot of those players wouldn't want to play for Bill Belichick, man. Like, could you
No, they,
imagine a guy like Gronk, as loose as Gronk was, as not giving a fuck as Gronk was, probably ran his own routes. Could
yeah.
you imagine Gronk playing playing without Tom Brady, man? He'd be like, man, fuck you, Belichick.
No, yeah, man. And the thing is, Tom Brady for that team, Tom Brady, I already said it before, Tom Brady is not going to get his flowers for that team because Belichick was the face of that organization. I already said it before. He was the Phil Jackson of the NFL. He had
Yeah,
the right players at the right time and in the right organization. He was just everything was lined up for him. He knew how to pick the players, which I did give him credit on that TikTok I made. I did give him credit. But as far as him as a coach and the greatest coaching mind and this and that, no. What's his name? He had Tom Brady, you know, and one thing you can use to prove it was his 2020 season when he won that ring with Tampa. I mean, all you had to do was go there, and then you realize that it was really Brady this whole time. The minute Brady left New England was the beginning of the decline of Bill Belichick's career.
right.
I said it before, and it only declined, declined, and declined. And like I said, they thought they were better than Tom Brady. They
Yep.
really did. They thought they were better than Brady. They thought they can get a new face. And this is right after he won them a Super Bowl, like a year or two after he won them a Super Bowl. They're already, all right, we're going to move on. I was like, y'all really going to do him like that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? After you won you a Super Bowl too, y'all really just going to kick him to the curb and move on?
Yeah, they were ready to move on with Jimmy Garoppolo because they saw him
Yeah.
as like the guy to replace Tom Brady. I remember that, and I think Brady had some words with Robert Kraft saying, "Hey, what do you have my replacement here for? If I'm about to play for the next 4 or 5 years, I told you I'm not
Yeah.
playing until I'm 41. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
that's what he told Robert Kraft, and Robert Kraft was like, okay, send Jimmy Garoppolo off.
And him and Bill Belichick were butting heads towards the end of his career there in New England.
Yeah,
And Bill Belichick, he's a person, he doesn't give a fuck. He wants success. He doesn't
yeah,
care who he has to fuck over. He's gonna want that success. And like I said, only he's a cutthroat. He don't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck if you got him all that success before. He doesn't even take that into account. He's gonna do what he wants to do. And
and I,
that's
and
what
I
he did.
admire him though. I admire him because Bill Belichick held a lot of power in the Patriots
Oh,
organization.
yeah.
He held that shit, and he didn't really do a thing. But that's the thing about power. It's not about what you do; it's about what you get others to do.
Yeah,
So
he was
he
a
had
Julius Caesar.
the right people doing his bidding. And I think, man, when I look at it, I'm like, damn, dude.
Yeah,
Once Brady left, you just couldn't find the same, same face of the organization, or at least I thought, because yeah, Cam, I
yeah,
thought they would have been good.
yeah. That's what I was saying, and I was like, for a brief moment, he could have done something with Cam, but thing is, he did the same thing with Cam. He didn't give Cam enough time to come back because he had COVID and et cetera, et cetera. He
Yeah,
didn't give Cam enough time. He was like, you know what? Nah, we're not gonna re-sign you. And they thought they could do better. They went to the draft and thought they could do better. And they think Mac Jones is gonna lead this team. I'm not, knocking Mac Jones because it's a shitty position to get thrown into. You know what I mean? You got
yeah,
to replace Tom Brady.
yeah. That's a very
First, you know what I mean? Brady himself, he didn't get going until like his second or third year. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And that was after them, after he had to pretty much be a second string to Drew Bledsoe. And rest is history, but still, like, it took a lot for Brady to be where he was. And now you're gonna just thrust this kid that is still new to the NFL into Brady's position. And
yeah,
that was wrong on Bill Belichick's part too. And, he didn't even give him a chance. He was like, "No, you're gonna replace Brady. We're gonna put you in." And I'm like, Mac Jones. If you give him the right team, I think Mac Jones can be okay in the league. Is he going to be top 10 in the next 5 years? No,
yeah.
not from what I've seen. Not from what I've seen. And so you're not giving him time to develop, and you're thrusting him into this position. And you guys are trying to find a replacement. You cannot replace Brady. Brady's the GOAT. You hit
That's
you
true.
you know you hit
You hit your.
the
You're
yeah
not about to. You're not about to ask for another dynasty, man. You
yeah,
literally got. You literally have the greatest dynasty of the 2010s.
yeah.
Yeah,
He fucked it up. He
2010s,
fucked it up. He
and you
fucked
fucked
it
it
up.
up.
Yeah, he
I
he,
mean,
he thought he was good.
Brady and Brady got old. It is what it is. Like, it wasn't going to be forever. Like, did the Patriot fan really think they were going to be that good forever?
Oh yeah, no, and that's the thing. It's fine. It would have been fine. Like, if they would have done it the right way, they would have. I'm telling you, if they would have done it the right way with the team that they had when
Yeah,
Brady left, they could have won at least 2 more rings if he would have done it right. But thing is, he wanted to do it his own way. He was like, "I got 6 rings. I got this organization 6 rings. I'm the GM and the coach. I can do whatever I want." He wanted to pull a power play. You know what I mean? There's some people that just love hearing that are just indulging themselves a little too much. And when you indulge in yourself too much, that's when you start fucking over people that been there for you. Excuse me, from the start. That's when you start fucking people over. And
yeah,
they tried to fuck Tom Brady over, and Brady was like, okay, I'm gonna make an example out of you, and he did. Right, and that's what Brady did, right? And the thing is, Brady's a person that really holds that in. He'll fucking remember that shit. Like, I don't
yeah,
know if you ever see his podcast interview with Pat David, and he's like, "What did he say?" He's like, "This is how he goes into every game. Like, if he knows he has an enemy on the other side, and it hypes him up. I mean, he's a
yeah,
person that loves challenges and loves adversity. He embraces it. A lot of
yeah.
people stay away from it because they don't want to go against the organization. He actually went against the organization itself
An entire
and won,
organization.
and discombobulated the entire organization. Because at the end of the day, it's the players that have the power. It's the
Yeah,
players that have power, not saying that's the case for every football team, but I'm just saying he had to make a statement, and only a GOAT can do that, which is of course Tom Brady. But
right.
but yeah, no, they thought they were better than what they really were, and they found out. They fucked around and found out. So as far as everything that he won with Brady, I'll give him credit because regardless of what I say, he's gonna be the face of those victories. It's not even gonna be Brady. He's the face of those victories, and he can go to any interview right now and be like, "Hey, I used to play with Brady, and I won 6 rings with him." give me a job. He can go anywhere right now and pull that card. You feel me? He can go anywhere, really. He can go to Jacksonville. He can go. They don't give a fuck. And honestly, I think his next destination, if there's any, he's gonna go to fucking. He might go to. There's 3 teams I think he might go to. One, Las Vegas. Even though they already got Adrian, what's his name, Peterson.
Antonio Pierce.
Pierce. Even though they already got Pierce, he's still an interim coach, or he was for the season.
Oh, he got the job. He got the job.
Like I said, I think he has the job, but if Mark Davis gets tempted, the owner and the board of the Raiders, he will get tempted, and he will make a bad decision and hire Bill Belichick. He will be that one. He will be that person and be like, oh, shit, we can get fucking.
That's an entire culture shock, and you're gonna have guys like Devontae Adams leaving. You're gonna have Josh Jacobs leaving. You're gonna have all these people like, oh, fuck, I'm not gonna deal with this shit.
Yeah, and he would make that bad decision, though. I'm just saying, he would be the person to make that bad decision. Mark Davis, he would be. He would be the person.
Get caught up in like how much money they can get versus winning, like sustaining and making a winning organization. They get caught. Okay, I got Belichick. That's a name. Now I know people can show up to the game because I got Belichick as a coach. So a lot of times, like these owners do not need to be making football decisions.
Yeah,
hiring the only decision you need to be making is hiring a GM. That's it.
Yeah, because him and what's his name, McDonald, the coach before Pierce, he was under Belichick. Yeah, he was under Belichick. He was a quarterback coach, and so that whole little squad, they've been like this for a long time. So that would make sense for his next play for him to be like, hey, I want a job. You know what I mean? If there was a team to fuck over the current coach they have now, it would be the Raiders. It would be. And so, and not to mention they have what's his name, Garoppolo there. Like the whole New England squad went over to Las Vegas pretty much.
Yeah.
So
what I think happens, right? I don't think he goes to the Raiders. I think that would be asinine, you know.
That's like one of the
DeAndre Hopkins trade. But I think what will happen be like I think he'll go to the Titans. I think he'll go to the Titans and because I mean you have the rookie quarterback, you have a fresh start. I think he goes to the Titans and rebuilds from there.
Belichick, he has an ego. He wants to be on the best team there is. Like knowing Bill Belichick, he has an ego. He has a business-like ego. He's not gonna. That would probably be his last resort. One of his last resorts. I don't think he'll go to the Titans. Like as far as his first picks. Like I'm just saying this from perspective of what he would pick. Las Vegas, I think, would be one of them. Another team, I think he would pick too. Like for him to just be a dick. Next team I do see him trying to be a part of, and it would tempt him. I ain't gonna lie. It would tempt him. The Cowboys. It would tempt the shit. But think about it. It would tempt the shit out of Jerry Jones. Like depending on what the playoffs bring, I don't know, man. I see Jerry Jones making a bad like I said, I'm only looking at these owners because they make bad fucking decisions.
Okay, so the difference between other owners and Jerry Jones, right? Jerry Jones is actually he comes from a football understanding, and he knows that his ego and Belichick's ego cannot work together. It can't. It just can't because Jerry Jones is not going to put his trust into Bill Belichick, and Bill Belichick is not about to listen to Jerry Jones. So Jerry Jones is the type of person like, hey, I want this player. And then Bill Belichick's like, well, I don't care who you want. I'm going to pick this player. So
yes,
I don't think that even that does not work.
That's a controversial one for me. That's a controversial. I was thinking about it, but I'm like, sometimes it's about the money. And you know, not saying Jerry Jones ain't making enough. Sometimes Jerry Jones ain't. I'm not saying Jerry Jones ain't making enough. I'm just saying Jerry Jones. I'm just saying. I'm thinking he would be tempted. Not saying he will take it. I'm just saying this is my controversial choice.
I was saying, Broncos are the richest franchise in the
oh, yeah.
world.
I know you'll be tempted. Oh yeah. No, on the real, not even bullshitting. But still, I know Jerry Jones. As much as he likes to play it big, I know he would be tempted. That's my controversial one. The other one would be the what's called goddamn, the Browns. No, I think I think he wouldn't mind going back to his old team and seeing what's going on and see what he can do over there. I know he likes what they got going on. The only thing would be is fucking Deshaun.
He's not about to sit around and let Deshaun Watson collect $60 million a year.
Yeah.
And not put up $60 million numbers. He gonna be like, you're like the first conversation he gonna have is, hey, Deshaun Watson, you have to redo your contract. Deshaun Watson's gonna say F you, and then he's gonna get sent off to like Atlanta or some shit, you know?
Hey, it still wouldn't even be bad either. But I'm just saying, like, what's going? Yeah, that would be the only issue. Other than that, if he was like Bill Belichick, I think he would make some controversial ass play and do some shit like that. But he would want to go back to his own team because he's real good. He's real tight with that owner. I forgot his name, but he's real tight with that owner. And yeah, I'll just leave it there. I don't even want to get too deep into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are my three. One's controversial, the Cowboys, and then it's the Browns and the Las Vegas Raiders. But yeah, I don't know. Who do y'all think Belichick will go to in his next endeavors?
He either retires. He either like just flat out retires, or he just goes to the Titans. I guarantee it. There's no other organization that makes sense.
I was gonna say something a little bit more controversial and say maybe the Jets, but nah, not the Jets. I had to bring that one. I had to bring that one back. I don't know.
I would say he goes to the Falcons, but I just don't think. I just don't see the city of Atlanta embracing Belichick.
Nah, that me neither. I'm like, nah. Like I said, the same thing with Tennessee though. I like Tennessee would be okay, but I don't think Belichick will want to go there though. He's going to put his application out, and there's going to be a lot of owners tempted. I'm just saying, there's going to be a lot of owners tempted because they're like, okay, he won 6 championships. You know, they're going to look past Brady. Like I said, the face of those victories is going to be Belichick.
Yeah.
The face of the victory is going to be Belichick. Tom Brady is going to be the hero, but the face is going to be Belichick.
Right.
And so they're going to look at that, and I'm wondering where, wherever he puts his application in, I'm sure it's going to be a team that's going to be in a cold setting, like something that's low market, nothing too big. He doesn't want to be in a big city. He wants to be like pretty much what New England was to him. He wants something similar. He likes that shit. He wants to wear those fucking cut up fucking short sleeve hoodies. Look a little off, but he likes weird. But I don't know. But fucking, I see him going to a team that that's cold.
Browns. So the Washington Commanders then.
Commanders will be a good one. Hey, Commanders would be a good one. Hey, I'll give you that one. Commanders would be a good one. Browns, I say would be a good one, and I wouldn't say the Giants. But that could be a nice little pick for him to start over. But I don't know how long he wants to be in the game. You don't really know. But yeah, we can go and keep this shit pushing. Speaking of football, it's a little intertwined. Football and entertainment. Aaron Rodgers and Jimmy Kimmel are back at it again, talking shit to each other.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not really a big fan of Jimmy Kimmel. I'm a big fan of Aaron Rodgers. I know people hate Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah.
I get why you hate a guy like that. He's arrogant. He's full of himself.
Oh yeah.
Quote unquote. He's an asshole. He's honest. To me, he's just a typical masculine man. Jimmy Kimmel, on the other hand, he's a bitch.
Yeah, I mean, he's a dude that jokes around. And he has a lot of connections. I think his earlier work was better, but now it just turned into
Yeah, now it's just turned to like just like a clickbait
yeah.
media feed, and he doesn't like Aaron Rodgers even said he doesn't even write his own jokes. Like, come on now.
No. I know. Yeah, like once you get to late night, or I mean, it just to keep it fair. Once you get to late night, you're part of the network now. So you're gonna have a network of all the writers and everything. The network's gonna give it to you. So like automatically, once you become a late night TV show host, they're gonna give you all sorts of jokes. So in respect, like regardless of what network you get into, they're gonna give you a whole team of writers. But yeah. But yeah, no, the controversy was, Aaron Rodgers saying that Kimmel was on the Epstein flight log. And so that was the whole controversy of saying, that, pretty much hinting that Jimmy Kimmel can be on there. And then Jimmy Kimmel got in his feelings, because of the whole COVID shit, because Aaron Rodgers wouldn't take it. And so Aaron Rodgers an anti-vaxxer. And so Jimmy Kimmel will take it. He's like, and Jimmy Kimmel was taking shots at him. He's like, it's funny how you're a football player and now you think you're smarter than scientists and this and that. Pretty much just talking shit about him. He's like, you're just a football player. You're not a scientist. You don't know anything about these vaccinations and this and that. I can go too deep because I know I can go too deep. I know what it is right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much that's their back and forth.
And which newsflash, Jimmy Kimmel, Aaron Rodgers was right. We did need the fucking vaccine. Dummy.
Yeah.
Clearly, it was chemical biological warfare, and it's already been proven.
Yeah, it was already proven that it didn't. The first rounds of COVID vaccines were not very reliable.
Yeah, they weren't. Every single vaccine.
Yeah.
Even the boosters. What's second, third iteration of booster right now?
I mean, I lost count, but yeah, they pretty much that was their beef. They're going back and forth about the vaccinations and this and that, and so and he was on the Pat McAfee show, pretty much spilling his stuff. By the way, Pat McAfee is going through it right now with ESPN. We'll get into that a little bit, but yeah,
he's been airing some shit, man.
Yeah, he's been airing a lot of shit.
Hey, they stopped greasing our pockets. You need to calm down. All right?
Yeah, and he has a contract with him too, because I guess they don't like the fact that he's very raw, like pretty much the shit we're talking about now. Yeah. They don't like that fact because they feel like it's down on their brand. But thing is, their brand's been declining for years now.
For years.
Yeah, they're right.
If you want my honest opinion, I'd rather watch FX than any ESPN.
Yeah, FS1 or something like that. Yeah,
I'd rather watch Fox than ESPN because the ESPN is, they're kind of political. I mean, First Take has lost its way.
The only thing that revamped it was Shannon Sharp, and even then he's from FS1, and so the only person that revamped it, and not to mention there's a little beef going on between Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. a little bit. And we'll get into that about the Cat Williams interview. Like everybody's going after Shannon. We'll get into that right now. Everybody's going after him.
Yeah, he didn't do nothing. He's just a perpetrator. He's not like he's not the guy that said. He's not the guy that said, "Oh yeah, I believe everything you're saying." He's just allowing the guy to speak.
Yeah,
I think Stephen A. Realizes that Shannon Sharp has made success out of his podcast a lot faster than Stephen A. did, and I think Molly is since the start has taken a liking to Shannon Sharp more than Stephen A. And I think the entire world is looking at like, damn, like Shannon Sharp is, man, I'd rather listen to Shannon Sharp than freaking Stephen A. because Stephen A. don't be making no goddamn sense, man. I mean, it's not that Stephen A. don't make sense, but he's too political.
Yeah, I mean, he wants.
No one likes that. No one likes political. Like people who watch sports are not political. We are masculine men, and we want to hear masculine things, not how you feel, not how this affects.
Blasphemous.
Like that. Yeah, that's blasphemy. Oh, white privilege. You got to talk because of white privilege. Shut the
Yeah.
fuck up, Stephen A. Nobody want to hear that shit, man. We're in fucking 2024.
Yeah, no, he do. But the thing is, on that note though, just to be fair on Steven, he's the heel. He's the heel. I feel like that's his role, being on ESPN. That's how he made his money, is being the heel, the loudmouth, obnoxious person in the room.
Yeah, but
And it gets old, yeah. It gets old, but I feel like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
yeah, but you're given that stigmatism that you're trying to fight against, because obviously people perpetrate, oh yeah, like the black guy, oh the black guy's always saying some outrageous like opinionated shit, and he tries to fight against Colin Kaepernick, initially, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you shouldn't have did this, you shouldn't have did that, you shouldn't have said this. You're doing the same thing, man. Y'all are doing the same thing. It's just on a different scale. Like you're doing it. You said Steve Nash got his job. I remember this shit. He said Steve Nash got his job as the coach in basketball. What team was the Nets?
Yeah.
And he said you got that job because of white privilege. And I'm like, dude,
what?
Dude.
Yeah, he threw it. Yeah. Saying that that was some bullshit. I'm like, no, because he actually had credentials. I mean, first one, he was he's easily one of the top 10 greatest point guards of all time. I mean, there could be a case made for it, just stat wise. If we just look at stats, you feel me? Yeah. And so I don't know.
He's just jealous, man. I'm telling you, man, he's jealous because Pat McAfee makes more money than Stephen A. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh yeah, he has the big contract with ESPN right now.
Stephen A. called that out. He called that shit out on his podcast. He said there are other people that are not of my skin complexion that makes more money than I do. Stephen A., you make a fucking $1 million a year.
Yeah, he makes some decent money, but the thing is, Pat McAfee already had his own show.
Yeah.
He already had his own show. He was rated R ESPN. He had his own little network.
Yeah.
Right. So they didn't just bring him in, they brought his entire show in.
He don't need ESPN. ESPN needed him.
They brought ratings up. Their ratings, Pat McAfee has boosted their ratings tremendously.
Right.
In the past year or two. After the signing, he has boosted their fucking ratings tremendously. So I'm like, I don't know, and like I said, the hate on Pat as well. There's also hate on Pat. Yeah. And I'm like, no, like Pat actually, he keeps it real. As much as people don't like him, and yeah, he can get loud, and yeah, people get tired of the tank top, but still, he has a brand. If you have a brand and it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's why I don't get on Stephen A. too much. But at the same time, he be saying some crazy ass shit. But I know it's his. But I know it's his character, though. I know it's his character. The character he's playing. That's.
I like his character. I ain't gonna lie. I like his character. It's just when it gets to the politics.
Yeah, it's just
no. Like take all that shit out, man. Take the politics out. Just talk from your perspective.
Yeah, so I'm like, with Stephen A. Talking now, I didn't see the whole thing, so I'm not even gonna quote him or nothing like that. But I know there's tension between him and Jason Whitlock or something like that too. That caught a stray or whatnot. But I'm not gonna get into all that side stuff. But yeah, now going into moving on to the next part where since we've been talking about Shannon Sharpe, yeah. So Steven Jackson, had something to say about Shannon Sharpe too, about his interview, saying that, oh no, the interview would have gone that way if he was in the All Smoke podcast, because Steven Jackson and
that was a reach.
Yeah, so I'm like, the thing about Steven Jackson is that he knows how to bring people. He's a cool dude, and he has that street knowledge too that a lot of people do respect. He has that street knowledge, and so I can't respect. The other day he was on O Block in Chicago.
Yeah,
he was like I said, he has a lot of street cred and shit like that. But at the same time, that only goes so far, especially in the podcasting game and the show business. That only goes so far, and so all this hate that Shannon Sharpe, really just to block him out. All the hate that Shannon Sharpe's been getting, everybody is mad at him because they couldn't get the interview themselves.
Exactly.
The interview themselves, and it wouldn't have been as big as if it was on somebody else's platform, because they would have cut it and edited it, crazy amount of Cat's take on Hollywood and the industry. Like
Yeah.
a big chunk of it. It would have been like one or two controversial things that got put out, and that's it. You wouldn't have heard nothing else. But Shannon Sharp, the thing that they don't give him credit is he would let the raw unfiltered parts of his interviews get put out there. He doesn't care. I respect it. And shout out to him and all his success. I mean, that video had, what is it, like over 50 million views already?
Shit, by now, fuck, man. Last time it was like 30 something. Last time I checked,
Uh,
he's damn near close to the record, man.
I bet shit. He
I know Joe Rogan's pissed.
I don't know. I know Joe Rogan. I know Joe Rogan. I don't think he'll be pissed, but I know he would like, the little jab he did take. He did take out all the comedians. I know you'll be a little ticked, but at the same time, I don't think Joe Rogan is like.
Joe Rogan's not a comedian.
Yeah,
Joe,
he does stand up and everything.
Oh shit, he does.
Yeah, he does stand up.
He's more of an announcer though.
Oh no, that's where he made most of his bread. But don't if you go on any Netflix or specials, he has Netflix specials too.
Okay.
And he did comedy when he first came out. He was doing comedy. That was the first. When he got hired by what was it, the Ultimate Gladiator show. I think that was his first gig outside of comedy.
Yeah.
But overall, Joe Rogan's been in the business for a while. He's been in it since the 90s.
So it's at 45 million views.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I watched that interview from start to finish.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's the only way you had to, because wasn't Cat Williams was just going. He was airing that shit out. He was airing it out. He didn't.
Honestly, I feel bad for certain people because I know like certain people worked hard. I think Kevin Hart worked really hard, but where he fucked up is putting on that dress, man. Kevin Hart, he fucked up by putting on a dress, man. You supposed to stand on, you know what I'm saying? You supposed to stand on business. And that's why I don't like fucking talk show, those late night shows. Jimmy Kimmel, I don't like the motherfucker. Make me put on. Anyone tells me to put on a dress, I'm gonna punch them in their fucking face.
Yeah, also,
I would do that.
Yeah. So speaking of Friday, Cat Williams when he was on Friday, also there's an old clip of Tiny Smalls, D.Y.O.R. There's a reason why he couldn't get over. He couldn't get because they wanted him to wear a dress. Same thing with Dave Chappelle. They wanted him to wear a dress. And everybody was saying it was a race thing. But you look closer and deeper, it was just the whole industry thing. There's white people. They had Patrick Swayze in the dress.
Yeah.
They had all sorts of people. It was just an industry thing where they want to humiliate you as like a ritual. After that, they'll give you all this stuff, but they want to have that little chink in your armor. That way they can always go back to that and embarrass the fuck out of you. And so, it's a ritual in Hollywood. It's to embarrass any upcoming actor that could be the next big thing or anything like that. And
and I admire all the actors that hasn't put on a dress, man. Like to be honest with you, Will Smith. Hey, Will Smith never put on a dress. He might be a simp.
Hey,
but he never put on a dress.
Nah, so on his part, his moment was there's this old movie. I think he bought the rights to get removed. There's this indie film when he first came in, and he played a gay lover to like a riot or something like that. It was during like the segregation times. And there's a scene in that movie where Will Smith is getting his back blown out by the white dude. And they catch him in the middle of the act or some shit like that. I can't remember the name of the film, but I'm sure if you look deep, I don't know if he had it removed, because I'm pretty sure he paid for the rights to get it removed. But it's an old film. It's like from the 90s, I think. There's one he was still up and coming. It's an old indie film.
They emasculate people just to.
And I think he wore a dress in that movie too.
Damn.
So I think
they emasculate everybody just to get them the opportunity.
I think he bought the rights to it though, and got it removed. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but still, a lot of them put up the dress and everything. But that's the industry. that if you want to get over, you want to be next big thing. And he even shouted out Gary Owens, and Gary Owens came out and said, "Yeah, they tried to make him do some crazy shit. There's a instance where he could have gotten over, and he could have been like a big megastar like Kevin Hart, but he had to do some strange for some change." And so, yeah, no, shout out, and also check out that new Kevin Hart video interview with Willie D.
Oh,
Yeah, check out a new one. But not trying to get too far from sports. We'll talk more about this on Liars and Liars.
Shannon Sharp don't deserve any of this discredit.
Yeah.
Everyone is just, the media is just mad because all the money is going to Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
That's all it is. All that money that he's 45 million. How much do you get per view?
Yeah, he got about six. I think he's officially got in over $500,000 from that interview. Over $500,000, yeah.
He had to get more than that, man. It's at 45 million.
Oh no, you can't make YouTube money like that. If your stuff goes viral, it's not like back in the old days.
Okay.
10 years ago, you don't make YouTube money like that anymore.
Oh,
yeah, like your stuff has to hit like 100 million for you to cross that $1 million mark or some shit like that.
But he's getting ads in between,
per clicks and stuff like that. So it's probably more.
Yeah,
just off views and everything alone. Yeah, it's like about $500,000. But yeah, congrats to Shannon Sharp, and don't take any of this, don't take any of that shit serious. Like, I mean, haters gonna come with the product. That's all it is. That's all it's always been. Haters are always gonna hate. That's just bottom line. That's hating ass motherfuckers and shit. And I fuck with, the thing is, I actually fuck with what's his name, Steven Jackson. But yeah, that was some hating. Even Kwame Brown had to come out and call him a hater. Even though him and Shannon Sharp don't get along, even Kwame Brown came out and actually defended Shannon Sharp. Out of all people. And Kwame Brown be talking shit. Kwame Brown be talking some crazy shit. Talk about the industry, how the NBA did them.
Oh, that's okay. So him and Steven Jackson, yeah. Him and Steven Jackson are like two peas in a pod. Yeah, I was trying to figure out Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown is I expected him to defend because he's just he's always that outlier. He's like that guy.
Yeah.
He's like the Aaron Rodgers of the world. You know what I'm saying? That's how they are.
Yeah, and shout out to Aaron Rodgers too for standing what he believes in. And like everybody was trying to cancel him during that shit. Like the NFL didn't even know if they wanted him back in. You know what I mean? So the fact they stood on it, and it's still doing this thing.
Fuck Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh yeah, no, I mean Jimmy Kimmel. Like I say, he was funny in his earlier days, but now it's just like, come on.
I never found him funny.
No, his earlier shit when he had Suge Knight, he would have some controversial ass interviews. Like he brought Suge Knight one time.
Oh yeah, okay. So way back. Yeah, way back.
Back in the day, he had some controversial ass fucking interviews.
Yeah.
But now it's just like he's just a political tool.
I didn't like how they were making fun of Kanye's situation and shit.
Yeah.
So that's what kind of turned me off when Pete Davidson up there just shitting on Kanye. I was like, man.
Yeah.
Dude, like, I don't know if you can pay me enough money to shit on a man that's, that loves his kids and scared. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
And there's mental issues too. And,
even if he had mental issues, like, why are you shitting on him?
You know what I mean? Like, and even Cat, and this is the shit I was saying. Going back to Cat, he's like, we're pretty horrible people if somebody says they have mental issues and we put a camera in their face. You know what I mean? Or see what they do. You know what I mean? This is what I was saying. I was like, Kanye doesn't need a camera in his face. He needs some time to heal and actually go through his traumas because he's always had a camera in his face. You know what I mean? I feel like that's why you lose your mind because everybody wants a picture with Kanye. Everybody wants to be around Kanye. Regardless if he lost his mind or regardless if he's in tune with his mind. They don't care. They just want to be around him because he's going to be controversial either way. And so they always have a camera in his face. And I'm just like, man, he just needs some time to actually, do his thing and actually heal from this shit because he was crying on, his presidential tour and everything. Like, there was around that time where his mom died and this and that. I'm just like, man, leave him the fuck alone. He has mental issues. Let him deal with his shit, privately. And that was the shit I was saying too. I've been saying that. I mean, at first I was bashing him. I was on that train, but then I was like, you know what? No, he has mental issues. He's going through some shit. And I had to step back. And I was like, yeah, he's going through shit. So at the same, like I said, and everybody that was bashing him and, everybody put a camera in his face, shame on you, for y'all doing that. But yeah, moving on, going into basketball. Any of my people in Portland, are y'all okay? Everybody okay in Portland? Because y'all got stomped the fuck out last night. What the fuck happened last night against OKC? Y'all lost by 60 points? What the fuck? Y'all got stomped the fuck out. Y'all definitely missing Damian Lillard. How much did y'all lose by? Let's see.
They are 10-27.
God damn.
Shit. 139-77?
Yeah. 62 points. They got that ass whooped.
And they got annihilated the game before.
Yeah, it's not looking good. But yeah, everybody, fucking, what's his name? Josh Giddey had a triple double. He over there looking great for a pedophile. I just playing. I just want to be controversial for a minute. But yeah, I'm just like shit. We already know about that situation. I think it died down because I haven't heard anything else about it. Yeah, I haven't heard much on it. As far as let's see. As far as my Lakers, man, like I said, it's time to fucking make some moves, Rob Pelinka. Stop bullshitting. It's time to make some moves. It's time to fucking give some help to LeBron, man. This season's gonna get fucked over if you don't give him any help. It's gonna get fucked over. And so right now, y'all need to decide: are you gonna build a team around LeBron, which you should? That's LeBron fucking James. What the fuck are y'all doing? You know what I mean? Like, it's time to move on. You gave all these mediocre players a shot to be around him. It's time to do what y'all. It's time to do what the league did back in the '90s for Jordan. They split up the fucking Bad Boys Pistons. They fucking had other players beat on Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, and aged them tremendously toward went to a point where Michael Jordan started finally winning. Because remember, Jordan was getting his ass whooped for the first 4 or 5 years of his career. And so, yes, it's time to start making moves, NBA. Because he's not gonna be in the NBA much longer, I don't think. So it's time to start making moves, stop bullshitting. I know y'all can do it. Y'all got the pool. Again, it's on you, Silver. Do your thing. But
Speaking of Adam Silver, Draymond Green supposedly said he had a conversation with Adam Silver.
No, he did not.
Yeah, so he supposedly had a conversation with Adam Silver, and he said, "Hey, I think I'm done." And then Adam Silver apparently told him, "Nah, man, I think he's just rushing into. I think he's just rushing into it, and you not making a decision, and you making decisions based off emotion." This is the same guy that suspended Draymond Green indefinitely. I don't know how much of a role that the commissioner plays in part. of that, but I'm pretty sure he's the person who signs the the contract that says, yeah, you're suspended indefinitely.
Mm.
So I don't know, man. Draymond Green, I think you just need to. I think that you just need to retire and just stop talking for like a year or two, so we can just forget.
Yeah.
So we can slowly kind of forget like everything that happened, and it just retire, man. Because at this point, it's just looking like you got an ego problem, and it's looking like you got like a mental issue almost. It's like you're just as bad as Ja Morant because you're not recognizing the issue. The issue is not other people. The issue is not, oh, this game is getting soft. The issue is you. You're failing to adapt.
Yeah.
You're failing to adapt with the times. Like, this is a new era, a new time. You don't have to, you can't just do what the fuck you want just because you won 4 championships. I'm sorry. You can't.
Yeah. No, and again, just to piggyback off that, I mean, Draymond, he's at a point of his life where he knows he has gray in his beard now. He knows where he's at in life. He knows that he can't produce the same way he used to 10 years ago.
Yeah.
He can't. He knows he can't. And so he's at the end of his career. So now he's going to take as much publicity as he can. So Adam Silver, he's not going to respond to it. Like he responds lightly to things. He doesn't respond head on. He does it politically. So as far as that conversation, I don't know what really was said in that conversation, but I know damn well Adam Silver wasn't like, hey, don't retire. Like, no, because you beat on his you're beat on his players. You know what I mean? Like he's making it seem like Adam Silver, fucking flew to his house and shit, flew to San Francisco and started begging on his knees, Draymond, no, Draymond. Started crying and shit. Fucking single tear. No, Draymond, please, the NBA needs you. We need 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. The NBA needs you, Draymond. Steph needs you. No.
So, they don't need him anymore. And I think he knows that. And now it's just embarrassing now because now like I know you're a liar. I don't want to say it, but like I know.
Yeah, like I'm just like I don't know what was actually in the conversation because he knows Adam Silver isn't gonna come out and call him a liar because that's his brand. He knows Adam Silver's not gonna come out and call him a liar.
Of course not.
Adam Silver, he has to do everything politically. He can't answer things head on. Yeah. He has to protect the brand, so he knows he can't come out and call Draymond Green a fat liar. You know what I mean?
He can't come out like George Bush and say, I didn't fuck that bitch.
No, wasn't it Bill Clinton?
Huh?
Bill Clinton?
Oh yeah, Bill Clinton. He can't come out like Bill Clinton. Like, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. I just got some head. He got to say it in the most, way. Now times are political. You can't just say what's on your mind anymore. It's a different time. And I think Draymond Green's he definitely took advantage of that.
Yeah,
that's embarrassing, man. I don't think I can just look into a camera knowing that people are gonna see this and lie. I don't think I have the courage to do that. I admire Draymond Green for doing that, for having the courage to. You know what? Like Cat Williams said, I don't know why liars lie, but they do. I don't know why they lie. They just lie.
And that's just how it is, though. I mean, I've seen it too. I'm like, God damn, you can't stop lying. Like, I'll be in a room with a liar, and I know they lying, and they just can't stop lying. And I'm just like, you good? And he's like,
you want to post somebody about this shit? Like,
yeah, no, you told him the sky's blue. He's like, I don't know. I saw a green the other day. I don't know. I saw, the sky green, a little reddish. I was like, and, you give him that look like, motherfucker, you just can't stop lying, can you? I'm just like, you can't, goddamn, you tell him, you can't tell them nothing though at the same time because you gotta let them go through their own shit. Because I'm just like, what's the point of, my thing is now is I don't even want to deal with liars now. Like whenever some liar starts lying, I just let them. I just let them because it's like too much energy to try to go against a liar because they're gonna, especially if they're a pathological liar, they're
Yeah.
gonna defend that shit. They're gonna defend that shit to a T. They're gonna be like, no, ain't no fucking way, no. I don't even got that energy no more. I
They
don't
gonna
even have energy to do a lie. I
yeah,
just let them. Yeah, I give them that look. Oh yeah, hey, yeah. I give them that look. I'm just like, I can't even deal with them no more.
yeah, Cowboys, yeah, they gonna win the Super Bowl, yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, this y'all year.
I ain't gonna lie though. The way fucking, I don't know. Once we get to football, we'll get there. But fucking, I don't know. This shit's looking a little scary in the NFC right now. But yeah. Give my fucking boy LeBron his team, goddammit. And fucking Draymond, stop fucking lying, please. You got gray in your beard, dog. And going to Milwaukee. Milwaukee's looking a little tough right now.
Hey, Rockets beat Milwaukee last week.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they did, didn't they?
Yeah,
I was surprised too. I was like, damn, okay, old boy was right. But nah, I think old boy, what's his name, Giannis is a little mad though, because I remember I saw that. I don't know if you saw that Spurs game.
No.
Between him and Wembyana. They're going at it. They're fucking going at it. But yeah, as far as the Celtics, I mean, they're good on paper, but fucking old boy only had fucking whatchamacallit, Jaylen Brown only had 10 points last night. You know what I mean? 10 points. He's getting paid, was it like $300 million? He dropped 10 points. That's not good. And it looks like they set him out earlier too.
Damn, Jaylen Brown making $300 million?
Yeah. Not mistaken. Fucking Jason Tatum only had 7 points. What the?
You talking about you talking about the game yesterday?
Yeah, against the Celtics. I'm like, God damn, y'all didn't do shit yesterday. Fucking, what's the name? I guess they gave their second stringers a start. I don't know if they got injured or whatnot. Yeah. But goddamn, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but yeah, the Bucks, they're looking nice, but I guess the Celtics are looking nicer. Celtics are number 1 and the Bucks are number 2. Yeah, y'all should have fucking played the full game. I wonder what happened during that game. They should have played that full fucking game. That's a 1 versus number 2. You got to go all out. So I don't know what's going on, but yeah, that's for being paid $300 million and making only 10 points. Nah, LeBron would never.
Yeah.
LeBron would never. Fucking KD would never.
Yeah.
There's some players out there. That's why I'm saying I don't think this dude is worth $300 million. I don't think he's worth it. I'm still saying it to this day. I don't think he's fucking worth it. But they're paying him too much goddamn money. But anyways, but yeah, as of now, Celtics are number 1, Bucks are number 2, 76ers are number 3, Pacers are number 4, and Cavaliers are number 5 in the East. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's just me or what's going on, but I feel like there's a lot of teams out there that are not exactly the rank they're supposed to be. It's just like bullshit stats or something. Because the Timberwolves are number 1.
Basketball, that's like after March. It's like April, type thing. That's when I start actually okay, let me just tune into what the Rockets are doing, But
yeah, excuse me.
Football has my entire, sports attention.
All right, well, as far as the West, we got the Timberwolves number 1, Thunder number 2, Nuggets number 3, Clippers number 4, and Kings number 5. Those are the top 5 both East and West. Let me know y'all's picks and who y'all want, who you think is going to make it to the end. But yeah, it's just the beginning of the season, so we're just going to skip on through, patch it along. Now let's go to the big dog, football.
Let's get it. Raw ball, the real raw ball.
Oh man, got me choking.
Yeah, the playoffs, man. The playoffs, interesting stories in the playoffs.
The fucking script writers could have wrote in a better script for these playoffs.
Oh yeah, we got Tyreek Hill going back to Kansas City. That is wild. Tyreek Hill going back to Kansas City during a snowstorm. So that game could go either way. Usually I would take Kansas City in this situation, but hey, it's a fucking snowstorm. It's whoever the hell is more dynamic. And I'll tell you right now, Tyreek Hill is more dynamic than anybody on that field. So if he gets the ball, everybody's busting their ass, you know what I'm saying, trying to catch Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, I give initially the Chiefs would have the edge, but the way they've been playing, nah. It's the Dolphins at the end of it all. So as far as going on to that wild card round, we got the Dolphins versus Chiefs. You got the Dolphins, right?
I got the Chiefs.
You got the Chiefs?
I got the Chiefs only because I'm not a big believer in Tua.
Me neither. I mean, like I said, he's not a top 5. I don't even think he's top 10.
But I give him top 10.
Maybe top 10. I think he's like number 8, number 7. Yeah, he's like in the bottom of the top 10 list, but still, as far as him, going in clutch against, Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, I don't think he's capable.
Especially,
so I'm only taking the Chiefs because Isaiah Pacheco is actually looking pretty good. Number 10, well, he's the running back. Isaiah Pacheco, and I think this is Travis Kelce's last year, and NFL is gonna, they're gonna script that shit up to where Travis Kelce is gonna finish on a strong.
Yeah. Script writers there with Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
He's gonna ride onto a sunset with Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of girls that are going to be watching that game on Saturday night. Oh my gosh, let's tune into the football game. Maybe we can see Taylor Swift fucking do a weird ass. What's called? They only tune in so Taylor Swift can do that fucking weird ass fucking look, like that fucking stupid ass look. And then the mom's like, yes, Taylor. He scored a touchdown. He's like, that's 10 points, right? He's like, no, Taylor, that's 7 points. Taylor, sit down. Taylor, sit down.
Taylor, stop cheering Patrick Mahomes through another interception. Stop.
Taylor, what's Pat Mahomes' little brother? What's his face? The one that's facing jail time, I think.
Oh, that fucking little stupid shit.
Yeah, that bullshit. It's like, no, don't grab on me. But fucking
yeah, I think the only person who's not enjoying this attention on the Chiefs is Patrick Mahomes' wife. I think we've been giving Patrick Mahomes' family way too much attention, and then when Taylor Swift came onto the scene, it's like, oh yeah, it's all about Taylor Swift now.
And now they're like fake friends with each other and everything.
Yeah.
Niggas go like this. Oh my gosh, your husband threw a touchdown to my husband or to your future boyfriend or your boyfriend or whatever. Like I said, that whole relationship's a facade. I mean, I don't think it's an actual relationship. I think it's a business proposition.
Yeah, I don't think Travis Kelce enjoys cardboard.
Yeah. Hey, shit, that cardboard worth $700 million. He's hitting it from the back.
Oh, it's worth
hitting wood.
This is what's worth the $2 billion that she has.
Yeah, she's giving them hickeys. Yeah, he was always showing up to work with hickeys, and she has like knee marks on her knees, or she has marks on her knees. So, she's been going to work. I ain't gonna lie, Taylor's been going to work. She doesn't want to go too deep because she doesn't want to mess up her singing voice. But Taylor's been going to work. She's been making sure she gets that album nice and ready once she breaks up.
Her can probably pay somebody to do it.
Shit, who knows? Shit, I like I said, I don't think it's a real relationship. I think it's a fucking I think it's a marketing tool. I mean, all these celebrities, everybody does it. It's a marketing tool, which is going to benefit both of them. It's going to benefit Taylor on their next album, and it's going to benefit Travis once he retires and once he starts looking for jobs. They're like, hey, you really fuck Taylor Swift? Bro. You know, that's the only reason they're going to hire him. They're like, bro, you're fucking Taylor Swift. That's crazy, bro. We need you. How does $100 million a year sound? You know, fucking, they're just going to have him, you know, a whole bunch of bullshit. But fucking, yeah. As far as that game, I want to say the Chiefs, but that I want that the coach of the Dolphins to have his revenge. I want him to have his revenge so bad because he's on a revenge tour right now where he's beating all the teams that rejected him.
Yeah.
He's on a revenge tour. I want him to win. Man. All right, I'm gonna be controversial. I'm gonna say Dolphins. I'm gonna be controversial. If Tyreek plays, I say Dolphins because I heard he was questionable. I don't know. There's a rumor out that he's questionable for this game.
Nah, he's playing.
If he's playing, I say Dolphins.
They already interviewed him.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah. On to the next one. We got Browns and the Texans. We already know who. We already know what's going down there.
Well, I'll be honest. It's gonna be a tough.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be a tough opponent.
Oh yeah.
Even if the game doesn't go the way that the Texans expect it to go, a win is a win because we got to the playoffs, and we have the rookie quarterback. We are the defining. We have a defining team for our future, and C.J. Stroud is going to be the face of the NFL in the next 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
So nobody will be like, "Oh yeah, Patrick Mahomes." People be saying C.J. Stroud.
Nah, C.J. Stroud. Thing is, he adjusts to a situation, and I like that. You know, it's nothing too crazy, nothing too spectacular, but he adjusts to a situation. A person that can adjust to any situation is a dangerous person, and And C.J. Stroud's proven time and again that he can adjust to any situation. He's brought a trash ass Texans team to the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, he has like when we were talking about Belichick and Brady, right?
Mm-hmm.
C.J. Stroud gives me that Brady vibe.
Yeah.
And I don't say that about a lot of people.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I felt like Deshaun Watson was. I've never said Deshaun Watson was a leader. I always say he was a fan. I thought he was the most talented player we've ever had, the most talented quarterback we've ever had. C.J. Stroud is a leader, and he has the intangibles, as in he can throw guys open. He's smart with the football, and he can bomb that down the field. So
and he has crazy pocket presence.
Yeah, he has crazy pocket presence. C.J. Stroud is a leader of people. You know what I'm saying? Like he's always talking about his faith. He's always talking about what he believes in. He never goes back on his word. You know what I'm saying?
He's a stand-up guy.
He's a stand-up guy, and that's what I liked about. That's what I liked about C.J. Stroud. After just constantly getting it, I'm like, God damn, there's something about this guy.
Yeah.
And they say, you start to see it out on the field.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, he's not just cocky. He's a believer in himself. And C.J. Stroud is going to be, I'm telling you, mark my words today, in the next 2 to 3 years, they're going to be talking about C.J. Stroud like he's Patrick Mahomes. They're going to forget all about Lamar Jackson. They're going to forget all about Josh Allen, these QBs who are pretending to be good. Who else? Tua's going to be a non-factor. C.J. Stroud it will be like C.J. Stroud, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, and Peyton Manning. That's how it will be. That's how it will be for the next decade. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see this shit, man.
I'm here for it because, like with all the other talents out there, they're only good, and most of them they thrive. They're when I hear C.J. Stroud, my bad, let me run it back. When I hear C.J. Stroud talk and when I see him on the field, I get Mamba mentality vibes.
Yeah,
and that's some dangerous shit right there. Like I said in the last podcast, I'll say it now. I get Mamba mentality vibes, and right now, CJ has a chance. Like right now, they're counting him out. They're saying Joe Flacco is going to lead the Browns to the fucking divisional championship. They say he's going to upset the Ravens, this and that. The whole script, the script writers are going to work right now. Everybody already counts out the Texans right now. Everybody's already. So what do you think the Browns are going to do in the second round? I was like, motherfucker, y'all haven't even won the first round.
Exactly. Yeah.
What y'all talking about the second round? I was like, y'all motherfuckers haven't even won the first one.
Yeah.
But this is what I like though. I love being counted out. I love that shit. I love that shit because they're not going to expect it. And not to mention, you're coming to Houston, baby. You're coming to Houston. It's not like we coming to Cleveland. You coming to Houston. And so, you know, I don't know what this game's going to entail. I know it's going to be a tight one. Trying to, having to go through Myles Garrett. Fucking CJ's probably going to be running for his life, but he can adjust.
Yeah.
And fucking and Joe Flacco is going to be having to deal with our boy Will Anderson too.
And Stingley.
And
They're
Stingley.
going to be holding
and Desmond King. Yeah, and Desmond King too. He's a beast.
Yeah,
I saw these last couple games. I'm like, okay, I like what I see from him.
Yeah, he's starting to come around.
He's starting to come around. I like what Desmond King is doing in Houston right now. Now, as far as what do I see the Texans doing in these playoffs, I say 2 rounds and out. I say they have a shot to make it to the second round, and I think that's where they're going to end right there. Like, realistically, if I had to be very honest, because there's nothing but pure talent out of these teams, like let's say, who would they play next? What's the bracket looking like? I want to see the NFL playoff bracket. Let's see.
If we win, I mean, it depends because we're the 4th seed, right?
Yeah.
If Miami wins, then they'll be playing the Ravens. Whoever's the lowest seed is going to play the Ravens. So hopefully, someone from the lower seed. I don't think the Steelers have a chance, but I think Miami has the best chance. That way, if we do win, we'll play the Bills.
If we play the Bills, we have a hot shot. Only thing, if we play the Bills, we have a hot shot. Only reason I say that is as much momentum as what's his face Josh Allen has had.
Yeah.
There's one guarantee you can always have. He's going to choke in the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
So
Josh Allen is always going to throw a pick.
Yeah,
he's always going to throw a pick, and when he does throw a pick, the momentum, like his head, it gets into his head, and then he just starts doing other stupid shit. And then the thing about Josh Allen, his feet are not disciplined.
Yeah,
his feet are not disciplined, so he's constantly leaving a pocket because he can't set and make the throws when and waiting around to see if players are going to get open. So he's constantly like just leaving a pocket or like throwing off script throws, and it doesn't work out for everybody.
Yeah, no, he's like all you have to do with Josh Allen is get him out the pocket. Whoever's playing DT, if you can get him out the pocket, he's gonna make there's like a 60-70% chance he's gonna throw a bad pass. If you think him out the pocket, he's a 60-70% chance he's gonna throw a very bad pass, which I'm pretty sure is gonna lead to a pick. So anytime you get Josh Allen outside the pocket, he's probably gonna throw a pick if he doesn't run it. You know what I mean? And so he is what in my opinion, I feel like he will win a championship down the line, but I feel like it's going to be way later down his career. And so Josh Allen, I don't think he has the.
This is the last. If he is going to win, this is the last year.
Oh no! The Buffalo Bills aren't stupid. They know exactly what they need out of Josh Allen. They just need to give him a team. As far as Stephon Diggs returning, though, I don't know. I'm iffy on Stephon.
He has a team.
He has a pretty decent team. However, when it comes to a team that can win in the playoffs, that's questionable. Because at the end of it all, it's only him and Stephon Diggs, really. And that's if they're compatible. That's if they're not getting into it with each other on the sidelines.
Yeah.
That's it. And that's if they're not fucking getting in each other's faces and fucking up like the last playoffs.
I hope we do play the Bills so that way Stephon Diggs be like, CJ Stroud can actually throw the fucking football.
Yeah.
He can actually give me about 2,000 yards a season. You know what I'm saying? He probably be like, man, Josh Allen.
Yeah, but as far as this game, going back to Texans, I say Texans beat the Browns. And as far as the Steelers versus Bills, I'm going to say the Bills, but you don't know what these goddamn Steelers. These Steelers are fucking crafty.
Yeah, they are.
But they're fucking crafty. They'll get a win. They beat the Ravens, the best team in the league. They beat them. So they're crafty. They're playing against the other team that's going to be in the cold. That's where they thrive. That's a Steel Curtain. TJ Watt.
Oh, TJ Watt's out.
Oh, he is? Well, either way, that defense is pretty solid. Top 5, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah, definitely top 5. Top 5 defense.
They have a top 5 defense, and they have a nice wide receiver in Pickett, and they have an okay quarterback in Rudolph. Now, as far as Rudolph winning in the playoffs, that's yet to be seen. But fucking, that's yet to be seen. So, like I said, Steelers are crafty. Steelers are very fucking crafty. They'll sneak a win. And can they sneak a win against the Bills? I think they can. Now, I think it would be better if we played the Steelers, though. Run that shit back. But
we're not gonna get to that point. I mean, because because even if the Steelers beat the Bills, they'll play the Ravens.
Oh,
and then because they're like
because they're on the bottom of the barrel. Yeah.
So
okay.
It will have to be in the AFC Championship.
Well, actually, hold up. Let me run it back. Remember, the Steelers beat the Ravens, and that's a rival.
Yeah, but they're about to play the Bills.
I mean, if they get past the Bills and go to the Ravens,
they
have a high shot. They have a high shot because, like I said, that's their actual rivals.
Yeah, they're the best. They have the best opportunity to beat them.
I don't know because, like I said, that would be in our favor, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
they can't handle the Texans. They can't handle the Texans. They can't handle C.J. Stroud. But they can handle the Ravens. So, I don't know. That would be in our favor. If they shock the fucking Ravens, they shock the Ravens and the Bills, and we play them, ooh.
Oh, that's golden.
That's a fucking golden ass. That's golden.
That require us to beat either.
It requires us to beat the Browns and maybe the Dolphins or the Chiefs.
Yeah, the Dolphins or the Chiefs, which I think will be outmatched by the Chiefs. I think we'll be outmatched by the Chiefs.
We'll be outmatched by the Chiefs. We'd definitely be. Dolphins defense is okay.
I don't think we'll be outmatched by the Dolphins, man. I think they.
We can actually. I think we can take the Dolphins, but the thing is, Tua and fucking Hill.
Yeah.
That dynamic. As far as Tua by himself, and I'm iffy on, but when it comes to that duo, they're dangerous. They're the most dangerous duo in the league.
Yeah.
So, that would be a rough one. I ain't gonna lie. Versus the Chiefs, I would rather take the Chiefs because the Chiefs, as outmatched as we are in the defense, their offense ain't all that. Their offense ain't all that, and I feel like we could hold them.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know because they've been getting their ass whooped by all these low ranked teams.
Yeah, they have been getting their ass whooped.
So I don't know, and it's still crazy to me that they still won 11 games.
Yeah, a lot of the games they kind of just snuck by.
Yeah, because I'm like, how the fuck they did this last year too? They were like right there at the fucking like at that bottom of the barrel mark where they barely squeaked by.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I don't know if that's
they're in a shitty division, and their division involves Russell Wilson, a rookie, that Josh Daniels, Josh McCown, which he was stupid. Nobody, he wasn't even that good of a coach. And then they had who's the third team over there?
How you doing?
The Chargers.
Yeah.
So they had a weak division.
Yeah, they what's good, yo? What's good? Welcome to the chat. How's everybody doing?
Who
But
in the
yeah, I don't know. There's a couple people that joined. I didn't realize it. We're talking some shit. But yeah, as far as this game, I'm gonna go controversial again. I'm gonna say the Steelers. I'm gonna go controversial again. I'm gonna say the Steelers just because I want them to win. This is the one I actually want.
All right, who we got on the NFC then?
All right, so move on to NFC. We got the Cowgirls and the Packers. Who you got?
I got the Cow bitches.
Yeah, I can't deny.
I can't deny the Cowboys yet. You know what I'm saying? I can't deny them yet. I got to give credit what credit is due, and they have been putting up some ungodly numbers at home, man. And I think that when you put up 40 points consistently, consecutively,
Yeah,
against teams that there's some pretty good teams that on the back end of who they were playing, but in the beginning of the season they were playing like some okay subpar teams. But either way, just put up numbers like that, and they looked good against Washington last week, which Washington has no business,
yeah,
being in the discussion anyway. But god dang, man, they look good. Like I'm telling you, like the Cowboys.
yeah.
I don't think it's their year just because they got smacked by San Fran. They got smacked. They didn't get beat. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like the little, oh yeah, you lost by 2 points, 2 or 3 points. No, they got smacked, and you can see it on the field.
Yeah, and so
So
I like, I like what the Cowboys have done in the past. Ever since getting smacked by San Francisco, how many games have they lost? Like only like one or two.
I think I lost 2,
They
the
lost
Bills
two.
and the
Yeah,
Miami.
yeah, they only lost 2 games. So I feel like they got a lot of hype, a lot of intensity going on since that game.
Yeah,
But that I don't think the Packers can stop. Even though I like Jordan Love, that's my dog. I'm over here. I'm wishing the best. Like I said, give Jordan Love some time, and the next year or two he's gonna be top 10. I
yeah,
already see it.
bro.
But yeah, I don't see them getting past the Cowboys. So I got the Cowboys on this one.
Yeah, I think this game is gonna be key. And then the next game, what's the next game? Is it I think Philly is done. Philly and the Bucks. I think Philly is done.
Yeah.
I
However,
think
can they get past the Bucks though?
they can get past the Bucks, but man, they lost to the Giants, dog.
But the thing is, they didn't even have their whole squad out.
No. They had their squad in the first quarter. I saw that. I saw that
Oh,
shit. I saw that game. They
mhm.
had their squad out, and the Giants was stumping their ass. So I don't know what happened. I know one thing that happened. Jalen Hurts is injured, and he's doing the same shit Cam Newton was doing before they kicked him out in the NFL, where he's
Mhm.
playing with an injury. Jalen Hurts is playing with a fucked up index finger. You
Okay.
cannot throw with a messed up index finger. Everyone knows that shit.
Yeah. 'Cause
If you have any kind of
that's where the
yeah,
football's gonna be at, where the laces start. That's
yeah,
gonna be
some people can throw like this because they play baseball, but most quarterbacks have to throw like this. Most quarterbacks have to throw with the whole thing. So he's playing with the injury, which is gonna fuck him over, man. Because you're $200 million quarterback. You just got your money. You should have signed for less money because obviously you want a better team. But hey, it is what it is. He
yeah.
got his money. Now he's playing hurt. What the hell are you playing hurt for, man?
Jalen hurt.
I
but
guess.
but yeah, they for Jalen get I would say if there's anybody to give it a chance to, I say it would be Jalen. I'm gonna say the Eagles just because of what Jalen's been doing these past 2 years.
Mm.
I'm gonna give him credit where it's due. Baker Mayfield, as a decent quarterback as he been this year, of course, in the place of fucking Brady, but still, he's been pretty okay. I still say Jalen.
Mm.
I still say Jalen, even though, like I said, I would but I would give Jalen another shot. I'm gonna give him a shot in the playoffs, even
Yeah.
though I don't think he like as of right now he should have it. I'm gonna give it to him because the Eagles, I mean, been flying. They've been flying the past 5 years. You know, I got to give it to him. I want to give him a chance because the script writers, not to mention even the script writers wanted a Cowboys versus Eagles game. Script writers want that. Just if you look at the script writers,
Yeah.
they want an Eagles versus Cowboys game. But yeah, I'm gonna say the Eagles. You got the Bucks.
I got the Bucks because I mean I just don't believe in the Eagles offense, man. I watched that game uh between the Eagles and the Giants, and
Yeah.
I just don't see anything. I don't see any way they can beat the Bucks. The Bucks defense are for real.
Oh yeah.
They're for real, man. I mean, Baker Mayfield might be subpar. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But that's it. The whole team is still
Yeah.
stacked. Baker Mayfield is the weak, and when Baker Mayfield is the weak link and they still in the playoffs.
Yeah.
No, he's the quarterback, and they still made it to the playoffs.
Yeah, like I said, the team that was made for Brady, but still, like I said, I'm gonna give Jalen Hurts one more shot. I'm gonna give him one more shot, just because like I said, I know what the scriptwriters are gonna want.
Yeah,
I know what they're gonna want. And speaking of scriptwriters, going on to the next round, we got one of the next teams. We got L.A. Rams going to Detroit. The scriptwriters couldn't have picked a better team at a better moment at a better time. Fucking Matthew Stafford returning to Detroit, the chosen son of Detroit.
yeah. Man, I really wanted Matthew Stafford to get his revenge, but then I realized I don't even like Matthew Stafford. He didn't, and this is not his revenge. This is Jared Goff's revenge. This is
It
Jared
could be.
Goff. This
Could
is
be.
Jared Goff's opportunity to put the Rams out of their freaking misery, and I
If I'm
can't
not
wait.
mistaken, go ahead. It was my bad. But
I can't wait for this shit to happen because, man, honestly, like I don't feel like the Rams should have won that game against the Bengals, that Super Bowl. I don't think they should have won. I think the Rams are completely outmatched, and the fact that the Bengals didn't win that Super Bowl, I was like, man, this is. I'm scratching my head right now. Like, what the hell?
no, that wasn't Matthew Stafford's victory. That was what's going to McDonald's
Sean
victory.
McVay.
Or Donald, what was his name? Donald?
Sean McVay.
Yeah. That wasn't his victory. That was McDonald's. That was Odell Beckham's victory.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was their victory. It wasn't really on Matthew Stafford, even though, he was playing pretty decent, but at the end of the game it came down to defense. It was what's his name? It's McDonald, right? Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald. It came out to Donald. Donald made that game winning play. So I mean it came down to defense. It wasn't even his victory. But as far as the script writers, yeah, I do. I would like for Detroit to win because that's my city, that's my team. That's like my second or third favorite team in the league right now.
Yeah,
But but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know if the script writers are gonna allow it. The script writers are gonna allow it because it's they want to Detroit are those ground. There's a reason why they don't let Detroit win in the playoffs wherever they go. Is because the scriptwriters don't like Detroit. We're a gritty, gray team. We're not one of the hardest cities in America. You know what I mean? They want a star to shine. They want a shiny team. They don't want a raw, gritty ass team. They want a shiny star. So I don't know. I don't know if the scriptwriters are gonna allow it, but I'm gonna go ahead and say Detroit. Even though I know the scriptwriters ain't gonna allow it, I'm gonna say Detroit.
I agree.
But yeah, fucking.
It'll be nice to see the Rams go to San Fran, and the Ram. I think the Rams can beat San Fran. Honestly,
Yeah,
at San Fran.
I say the Rams can beat them.
Yeah, I don't think the Bucks can do it at all. I don't think the Bucks stand a chance, or the Philadelphia Eagles stand a chance in beating the Rams. I know the Eagles definitely can't. So if the Rams, are able to, knock off Detroit and go to San Fran, I'll be excited for that because I'm like, God damn, I'm glad I don't have to see boring ass, well, not boring ass, fucking bitch ass, what's that dude name? Brock Purdy in the
Yeah,
goddamn Super Bowl.
yeah, because I know the Rams right now. I don't know if they're gonna allow it because they got Cup, they got the rookie sensation Nakua, they got Matthew Stafford, they got Donald. I mean, they have too much. They have too many things shining. I'm gonna say the Lions just because that's my team, but at the same time, realistically, I would say the Rams. But I'm picking the Lions. Realistically, I would say the Rams, but I'm gonna say Detroit. Shout out to everybody in Detroit. I know y'all partying like crazy. But but yeah, on to let's see. Oh yeah, San Fran has a bye. I forgot about that. But yeah, that's pretty much the pick so far in the playoffs. It's not that many teams. I forgot it's the playoffs. So who do y'all got? Who are you guys expecting to make it to the Super Bowl? Put your picks down in the comments down below, and let us know what y'all think. But but yeah, it's been raw ball, baby. I don't know if you got anything more to add to it.
Nah, raw ball is
Hmm?
you know, that's what we do. We talk about them sports.
Yeah,
Damn. Honestly, feel bad now for calling Draymond Green a liar,
I don't
but
know. Yeah, I'm iffy on it.
I feel a little bit bad, but I just
Hmm.
I don't know.
I don't
But
know.
I think it was definitely interesting what happened this week, and a lot of things happened, and I just think one of those things was just like I
Yeah,
can't prove that he's lying, but it just feels like a lie to me.
yeah, like it. I don't know what it is. It's just some like I said. I don't want to call him a liar because people. He's from Michigan. He's one of my people. Matter of fact, I'll backtrack. I won't call you a liar, but I don't think everything you said was what actually like everything that you said was
Yeah,
everything that happened.
yeah,
I think there's some details that got missed out and
yeah,
misconstrued or something. But I don't know. I'm just like Adam Silver begging you not to retire.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. I want to. If Adam Silver comes out and tells his side and says, "Yeah, I said that," which will probably be, and even then, I want to believe it because I know it's going to be the best. It's going to be the best marketing tool, the best marketing strategy.
yeah,
If they bring any more light to it, because I know there's going to be one reporter that's going to ask him. There's always going to be that one. There's always that one reporter that wants to ask the
yeah,
controversial questions to him, and he has to like answer it politically. And so, yeah, he's gonna make sure he answers it politically. And but yeah, either way, shout out to everybody, and hopefully, I really hope Draymond finally retires. Really, I really hope he retires and finally puts finally puts up the basketball sneakers and calls it a day. Calls it a career. But
hmm
I don't know. We'll see. But you got anything else to add, big dog?
I know I'm good.
All right, well, it's been Raw Ball. Thank y'all for tuning in and joining us. And yeah, talking some shit with us. Everybody on the live. Shout out to y'all, everybody that tuned in. Much love, everybody that's been tuning in, I guess. My bad. Yeah. Now we're gonna start playing with the next episode of Liars and Buyers. So tune in. Much love, y'all. Peace. Oh.